Out first.
What could be better than being in this room, which was my favorite hearing room, with my my old friend and mentor? I do, as I mentioned in my opening statement. Obviously, I've got a parochial interest in what they do at Kerr Labs in Ada, Oklahoma. It's the lead groundwater research center, and over 90% of rural communities across America actually depend on groundwater for their water supply. So, research they do there is pretty pivotal. Can you take a moment to discuss how the research carried on at Kerr actually would inform some of the EPA's statutory functions and decisions that you have to make, as well as assist rural communities around the country?
The work that is done at Ada Lab, Chairman, is very important, and they have a strong and a passionate fighter on their behalf in you, Chairman Cole. There's no way that we'd be able to walk onto this side of the Capitol and to any of these buildings to discuss EPA without you being present to fight for Ada Lab. The work that is done there is important. The investment that's being made in Ada Lab is critical for the future of the lab. The Office of Water has great pride in the work that is done there, and it's work that should be enhanced. It's work that is used to help inform regulatory decisions to fulfill our statutory obligations. And for anyone else here in Congress who may not be familiar with what's being done at Ada Lab, or anyone out in the public who might not live in Oklahoma, you should take great pride in knowing the good work that is being done there that helps our Office of Water to be successful in what we do, and the investment should increase.
Well, thank you very much for that. And I also asked you a broader question just about your approach. One of the things, actually, I think EPA, when it's at its best, can do very well is actually forge relationships with state and local authorities, tribal nations, and work collaboratively. I'd like to get just sort of your overall philosophy on how you'll build relationships, because obviously the decisions you make are so critical, you know, at the state and federal, like local level, as to what's possible. So, you know, how are you going to approach working with, again, all these various entities out there that literally the decisions you make impact what they can do and recommend the direction in which they should go?
Chairman, the third pillar of Powering the Great American Comeback, our initiative at EPA, beyond permitting reform, is advancing cooperative federalism. One of my first visits after being confirmed was to Indian country. I've also just recently was in Oklahoma and had a great visit there. I look forward to coming back. Somehow, as we were staffing up at EPA, we were loaded up with great talent from Oklahoma. So the ranks of our team we came in include some of the brightest that you all have, and we're grateful to all those people who have stepped up to serve at EPA. Advancing cooperative federalism as it relates to the tribal community is about treating them as another government, to treat them with respect, to consult with them when decisions are made that impact them, and to try to build a relationship. And we have had a lot of members of our team out present throughout the country, meeting with different regions of tribal leadership when they gather to consult and discuss the important topics of the day. We want to make sure that they have an open door at EPA, and that includes at the regions, where in Region 6, our regional administrator is from the tribal community in Oklahoma. Or if they come to Washington, D.C., maybe to meet with the president's nominee to head the Office of International and Tribal Affairs, who's from the tribal community in Oklahoma. Or maybe they want to meet with the deputy in that office who's from the tribal community in Oklahoma. So we want to make sure that a strong message is sent that we want to work with everyone.
Well, I really liked what I'm hearing. But again, I just want to thank you for taking on this incredibly important task. And I appreciate New York has obviously significant Native American presence of its own, which a lot of Americans don't realize how strong those tribal communities are and how resilient they've been over many, many years. So it's not a world you're unfamiliar with, having been a member from New York. So, again, thank you very much. And with that, I'll yield back, Mr. Chairman.